This is going to be the most comprehensive guitar wireless system review you ever watch. We're going to talk about distance, penetration, Wi-Fi interference, tone coloring, usability, durability, and what other miscellaneous information you need to know before buying a wireless system like this one. I'm Vinny. Let's check out some gear today.
Guitarists are a bunch of show-offs by default. That's why we picked the guitar, right? Standing far away from the amplifier and playing in the middle of nowhere is a fantasy for many. But just how far is it considered practical anyway? So now I've hooked up the wireless system to the guitar amp on the floor, and I'm gonna give it a try to see just how far this amp system can go. Here we go. Hang on a minute, my strap came off. In this distance test, I stood 9 car lengths away. This is about 45 meters. Can I still play it? I think the signal is breaking up. I hear the signal breaking up. Let's see. Yeah, definitely breaking up. Even if it's not breaking up, I can hear a significant delay. But look at the distance I have between myself and the amplifier. Okay, maybe let's get closer. The problem that people has forgotten is the law of physics. Sound travels really slowly. And before you type in the command, bigger amp doesn't increase the speed of sound. So yes, the advertised 30 meters is more than sufficient for most situations. Penetration. The kind that actually goes through layers of obstructions. This is actually not much of a problem for most guitarists, as we usually stand right in front of our pedal board. However, what if you are asked to do the cheesy 90s intro where you get out of the stage and play from outside of the hall? Well, we're gonna test the penetration test with a stairwell. The amp is connected here at the bottom of the stairwell, and we're gonna go up and see how high we can continue playing. One floor and we're fine, so let's move up higher. I think we're on the second floor and we're sort of hearing some breakup, and let's see if we can push it further. I'm on the third floor right now. I don't think it's doing very well. Actually, I do hear the sound, so let's push it even higher. I'm actually at the 4th floor right now, and I can still hear the guitar amp going on. Let's push it even more. Let's go up to level 5. I'm actually at the 5th floor and I think I can still hear the guitar, so let's keep pushing. This is where we actually get up to the roof. And now I'm actually at the top floor of the parking lot at level 6. And I think I can still get the guitar signal to go through. Let's give it a try. Did it work? Honestly, I don't think we'll ever need a wireless system that penetrates through so many floors. But I guess it'd be very good if we can actually go through so many floors. It means that you have more than enough to go through. So is this penetration test up to your standard? Overall, it is very impressive for this toy-grade wireless system to be able to penetrate through so many layers of concrete. I was expecting it to fail as soon as I reached the 2nd floor. Again, don't type in a comment below about how open the stairwell is that allowed the signal to be transmitted. This is because the signal works in an omni pattern and does not make a U-turn to go up to the next floor.
The only way is to penetrate through the concrete. Interference, not the kind in politics. Wireless guitar system like this runs in the frequencies of our Wi-Fi system, and Wi-Fi is everywhere. Just look at this list of Wi-Fi signals around my studio. These are Wi-Fi signals from wireless routers, which is located at the heart of a very popular eating street. So if the guitar wireless system is poorly designed, it will definitely fail in my studio. To add stress to the test, I'm gonna put the receiver next to my Wi-Fi router and see if we get any interference. And now I'm sitting next to the wireless router. Nope, no noise. So why did NUX decide to use the 5.8 GHz instead of the common 2.4 GHz? Firstly, it has a much bigger bandwidth for transmitting signals, allowing us to avoid the common 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi crowd. Secondly, this allows the system to work with a Bluetooth device in the proximity. Sure, 5.8 GHz results in a shorter range, but it is still pretty far in an ideal situation, as proven in the first section of this video. Alright, now for a quick comparison between the wired connection versus the wireless system. I want to see if there is a difference in terms of tone. I'll start off with the wired system, and here we go. Now let me do a quick switch to the wireless system. Right, so now I'm at the wireless system. Let's give it a go. So were you able to tell the difference between these two systems? Was the tone affected? And now for the latency test. What I'm going to do is going to play a fast passage. I'm going to turn on the microphone as well as the amplifier sound in the mix in the left and right channel, and you can tell if there is any kind of lag. Now I do experience a little bit of lag between the guitar and the sound coming out from my speaker, but that could also be because of I'm running through a HX Storm and a bunch of pedals, and that caused some latency and lag between the sound from my guitar to the speaker. So I'm not too entirely sure if it's because of the wireless system or is it because of HX Storm. But either way, I've developed this problem or this habit of just listening to my guitar rather than the sound that's coming out from my amp. And I think that's a problem if I were to do live shows. This is going to make me so confused. Right, so let me do the dirty work of reading the manual so you don't have to. Everything that I'm going to say is pretty much in this manual. If not, it is also listed on their website, which I drop a link down below. And anyway, once you've taken it out of the cardboard box, the packaging, you'll be greeted with this very sleek, very well designed casing with a very nice zipper with the brand name on top, the NUX logo, and this thing here. So this case, in case you're wondering, it is also doubling as a portable charger. And in order to charge it, all you need to do is press this button and you begin charging as you're on the go. So I would imagine if I forgot to charge the night before, but there are some juice left in the portable charger, I can do that. And in order to charge the portable charger, I just need to plug in here to a USB supply. Right, let's open up the case and see what's inside. It's charging right now. Yes, because I clicked the charging button earlier, so it's trying to charge these two devices and showing the red LEDs at the moment. As you can tell, this thing is embedded into the case, so you can't really say, oh, I'm going to use this to put something else. It might be quite tight to fit something else inside. In fact, it do come with this USB cable, a split Y USB cable. There you go, it splits into two, which allows you to charge both the devices through one USB power source. And that is quite handy because otherwise you'd be searching around for a place to charge with two USB slots, that would be quite troublesome. But this thing fits real tight in the casing, because even though there is like a pouch here and it does have a little bit of elevation, this thing sits a little higher, so it can be quite tight. So you gotta make sure you fit it around to close it back nicely. And once you take it out of the bag, out of the casing, the charging will stop and you're ready to go. As you can tell, it is indicated very clearly that this is the transmitter and this is the receiver. The transmitter goes to your device, your instrument, your guitar or your bass or whatsoever, and the receiver goes to your amplifier, or it could be a mixer or anything of your choice. But if you want to make it clearer, you can definitely put some colored tape here to indicate which is the transmitter and which is the receiver. To use the device, it is as simple as pressing on the power button by the side. Press and hold and it will light up and it will start to pair. Once it's in green, you know you're ready to go. And on the transmitter side, you can press the power button one more time, it will turn red. Once it's in red, you know that you're in the mute function. And if I press it back one more time, it will turn back green. Now we're ready to go again. On the receiver side, if I were to press once, it will turn into this yellow greenish color, yellow-orange color LED, and that is to tell you that we are now entering the mode called cable tone. The cable tone function is supposed to simulate the capacitor effect on cables that's 6.4 meters long or 21 feet. But if for some reason the device that you got is not pairing to each other, even though it's supposed to be paired in the factory, you can just press and hold the power button by the side for 8 seconds and it will enter this ID matching and pairing mode. Once it is paired, both devices will turn green and you know you're ready to go. While this system works great with passive pickup models, it can be a problem with active pickup system, for example those in your acoustic guitar or acoustic ukulele. That is because this stereo plug is not wired the same way as a regular stereo plug where you have your left channel, right channel and your ground. Instead, it is actually wired with your audio signal, which is a mono signal, your ground or your battery signal, and then the ground for the sound. So if you plug this into an active pickup system, it may get confused over the second tab, thinking that it's going into a charging mode. This device do not work when it's charging, so it will shut off instantaneously and thinking it's going to be charging. In order to combat that problem, I can use a mono adapter plug like this one, where I can plug it in and then I plug my regular cable back to the guitar. And that will only transmit mono signal and not confuse the system anymore. It also works great if you want to get away from the interference of your active pickup system, because this thing do pick up interference from your active pickup. If it is too close to your active pickup system, it will actually pick up noise from your pickup. So I've got my acoustic guitar here and I'm going to plug it into my system and let's see how it goes. And to solve this problem, all I need to do is make sure that the device is extended far away from the acoustic guitar. Let's try it. Now the device is extended, it's hanging on my shoulder, and it works. Watch. So if you have an extension from your guitar to this plug and you put this behind your back, it will actually help with the interference. And as with all wireless systems, we know that the signal can travel in a directional pattern or an omni pattern. And I think this is in an omni pattern. And with all omnidirectional antennas, we know there will be a dead zone. Basically, the signal will travel like this, and this direction will be a dead zone. So if you're gonna hook this up to your guitar, make sure this is not pointing to this. So if it's pointed like this direction, you're not gonna get the best signal, best result. Instead, if it's pointed like this or like this, it will actually function way better and you get a better range and clarity. If the red LED is blinking, your battery level is less than 25%. If it's solid red, it is between 25 to 50%. If it's in yellow, it's between 50 to 75%. And if it's in green, you're in a good 75 to 100% full. And does it fit into every kind of input jacks? Let's find out. Stratocaster? Yep. Telecaster style? Yep. Front facing? Yep. Okay, it doesn't fit into the jam style of input jacks. Smashing a device that's made out of plastic is never a good idea. And you definitely... Well, thankfully that is just a 3D printed dummy that I've made. Take care of your equipments, people. And today on board I have the pro guitarist Simon Young. Hey Simon, do you have any experience with wireless guitar system? Something like this?
Yeah, I had it. I love it. It allows me to take my instrument, run around the stage, sometimes jump off the stage, climb up to wherever, go to the bar, get a drink, while still holding on to my cord. Don't have to worry about tripping over wires. I've seen my friends fell, injured himself, and it's really bad.
But are there any issues you face using wireless system?
When you're doing a very important show, you need to always stand by like fully charged batteries, and it has to be like really good batteries so that you could just last at least 45 minutes of the set. So batteries is one thing that you always have to buy a lot of batteries to stand by. I don't like gear that has a lot of knobs actually. I like something that I can just open and take it out from the box. Don't have to even go through the menu, and I can just plug it in foolproof.
Foolproof,
yeah. A lot of people say the wireless, most of the wireless system, it doesn't color your tone and it's pretty transparent. But I'm not sure about that because I haven't tried out like every single wireless system before. But sometimes when you're doing testing in your own studio, small amps, you can't really tell. It sounds okay on a small amp and a low volume. There's not much difference. And then until you take it out to your gigs, plug it in the big ass amp, and crank it up to volume 11, and then you realize, okay, like something's just missing. Like somehow your tone sounds a bit flat. It's a little bit compressed.
So I guess it's either the ability to run to the bar and grab a drink, or to sound inspiring tone. Either this or that.
Yeah, I guess so, because sometimes you have to weigh which one is more important.
Alright, thank you for joining us today, Simon.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Always good to see you, Vinny.
I'd like to thank NUX for sending me the latest wireless guitar system, the C-5RC, so that I can do this awesome review for you guys. And I also like to thank Music Theme Singapore for lending me their support all these years. And I know most of my viewers are not based in Singapore, so I'll give you the same advice. Support your local guitar store because that's how you build your community. And definitely not forgetting you guys. You're the reason why I'm making guitar gear reviews like this one. With your motivation, I'll be making more in the future. So if you have anything that you want me to do a review, please leave it in the comment below. And of course, the standard YouTube drill of like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That is the only way a channel like mine can grow. Well, I'm still far from my 100,000 subscribers goal, but I think with your help, I can slowly inch forward towards that. And with that, I'm Vinny, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.